There is a 100% boss spawn event on Escape from Tarkov, as well as I wanted to cover a couple of other things that have come out today as of the news and updates and stuff like that regarding the full release. And I also wanted to drop in a way to, if for example you don't want to actually buy the game again on Steam, how you can launch the game from Steam. So it isn't as great as I was hoping, but it does still at least give you the option to add Tarkov to Steam. So, with that out of the way, of course, the boss event, 100% a great time to finish off any of the achievements that you have in the game. So, if you are coming up to, 13 out of 15 on taking out the goons or whatever, or maybe, you want to try and get the labyrinth done or whatever before the actual release of 1.0. Now is a really, really good time to actually get some of those achievements done. You can go through and try and complete the snowball achievement by taking out all of the bosses. Since they're 100%, it's the best time that you can do that in the game. But generally, yeah, the bosses 100%. Whether or not we're going to be seeing any of the additional stuff coming into the game for the pre-wipe, even though it's like pre-release, I don't know as of yet, but currently that is what we have available to us. So yeah, I thought I'd mention it. So next thing is the actual ability to add at least Tarkov, or at least a variant, onto Steam. Now this is not anything new. It's been in the game for a long time, and whilst you can't actually add the specific game in Escape from Tarkov, you can add the launcher to your Steam library, allowing you to start up Tarkov from Steam, should you already have it on the BSG launcher and you don't want to have to pay for the brand new release, which is actually listed up. Hopefully it's actually on here. There it is, available now. So you can pick up Tarkov for £32.99, so for the standard edition, which seems to be a lot cheaper even than if you were to buy it off of the Tarkov website itself, even as like the base cost. I'm pretty sure I paid more for the base game than $43.99 in the first place, so looks like there's already a little bit of a reduction in the cost of actually buying it. You can buy the PvE zone, so it is possible to purchase the additional content being PvE zone if you do want to buy that. So that's all out today. So yeah, there is also a discount right now, but as part of the pre-purchase of the release, I believe that this will actually stop when the full release comes out, but don't quote me on that. It might be available for a couple of days after the release, but there is of course a discount, so limited discount right here. So yeah, this is what you can see. So like pre-ordering it is going to give you a little bit of reduction in the price. In terms of whether or not the Prepare for Escape edition is actually worth it, I don't really think so. I mean, the base version, and then to be honest, it would be getting the Unheard edition, which is very, very expensive, but you have to do that on the BSG website by the looks of things as well. Whether or not that they've actually got any others, no, they don't. So other than that, yeah, you can buy the PvE edition for £19.49, so that'll be whatever it is in your currency. So it'd be like $25, something like that. But yeah, that is also available, but obviously when it comes to launching the game from Steam itself, if you don't want to pay any of those prices, you've already got an account, what you can do is you can come down and add a game. Add a non-Steam game is what you want to click on, and then it will list a load of the programs on your PC, and then you just pick the Battlestate Games launcher. Once you've done that, you can just click play and it will open up the BSG launcher, and once the launcher's open, you can just start the game. So if you like that way of opening things, but to be honest, what I do is I typically just pin the launcher to my taskbar and I can just open the launcher that way, rather than coming into Steam to open the launcher to then open up the game. Unfortunately, you can add the actual file for Escape from Tarkov, but when I do that, it doesn't actually work. It comes up with like a host error. Whether any of you guys come up with a solution to that where you can just launch the game from Steam itself whilst bypassing having to open up the launcher, I don't know, but I couldn't find a way that was easy enough to find out. So yeah, maybe one of you guys has an idea for that one. Then we obviously had a Tarkov TV stream that is going live on the 15th. So this is at 11 a.m. a.m. Russian time, 8 a.m. GMT, 3 a.m. EST, and 12 a.m. Pacific time. So this is what I would assume maybe when the game is hoping to go fully live. So either they'll do the stream right before the game goes live, like as in it will be the entire Tarkov TV and then they launch the game like so it actually goes live at the end of the stream, which sometimes happens with their like patches or updates or whatever, where they'll do the stream and then they'll hit the button to actually push it online after that. But we'll see whether or not that this is the time at which you're going to be seeing it. We have no idea how long this stream is going to be, but I would assume somewhere in that region of like an hour to maybe an hour and a half or something like that, depending on how big it is. But generally, yes, Tarkov TV does have a special release broadcast, which is at, once again, 11 a.m. Russian, 8 a.m. UK, 3 a.m. Eastern, and 12 a.m. Pacific. Obviously, you might be somewhere in between those, so just work it out based on where you are in the world. Nikita announced that there will be his own voice line in the game, and of course, Eat Bag of Dicks will be in there, so that should be interesting. And literally, as I was editing this video, Tarkov posted this, which is tomorrow, November 14th at 11 GMT, 6 a.m. EST. We're planning to start the installation of the patch 1.0 for Escape from Tarkov. It will take approximately 24 hours, so this is when it will be installed, and there will be a wipe with PvP with the update. It will also mean that Arena will also be down for 24 hours as the update actually goes live, and there'll be a partial wipe to Arena with this update. Official websites as well as Battlestate Games Account Center will be unavailable for the first 5 hours of the installation. So after the first 5 hours, it appears like if you were going to reset your PvE profile, for example, because you want access to the new content, you should be able to do that after the 5 hours of the downtime. So that will allow you to be able to reset your account. And as with the information that we had yesterday, you can reset your account during the installation period, I believe, like the process of which it's updating, and you'll be able to then, when you hop onto the game at launch, be able to play the 1.0 content on PvE. Specifically, 1.0 content will be available for everyone on PvP, but for PvE players, if you don't want to reset your account and go back to 1, like all the way back to 0, level 0 or level 1, then you will have to reset your account on your own terms, if that makes sense, so you don't have to, but if you want access to new content, you will. But that is the information. So I would assume after that 24 hours, so at 11 a.m. GMT, you will have access to the actual game. So launch maybe at 11 GMT on November 15th. As we mentioned earlier in the video, that the Tarkov TV starts at 11 GMT. Yeah, looking forward to it. So that's it. That's that video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure to like it, subscribe if you want to see some more content, any news or any updates that come to Escape from Tarkov, and in specific more the PvE side of things, but obviously Tarkov related stuff all together. But thank you very much, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.